Hi, I'm Fiona Ellis and I'm thrilled that Longmont Yarns have invited me to come and give a series of workshops as part of their Fiber Friday program. So it takes place on Friday evenings virtually, of course, and my first class is going to be May 6th. So I'm doing 4 different classes, a variety of topics, but I just wanted to tell you a little bit about myself and how I approach my teaching, and so that maybe I can invite you to come and join me. So the sort of aim of my classes will be that I try to empower my students to sort of tap into their own creativity, and then bringing that creativity, express that in their own way, in their own knit projects. But of course, in order to do that, we need a technical underpinning as well. So the classes kind of have these 2 balanced points. One of them is the technical input and a lot of technical know-how, which is not too daunting. It just gives you that sort of sense of power. And then looking at your own creativity and how we can use the topics that we're looking at and express them so they become part of your own unique projects. So I hope that when the student leaves my class, they feel not only inspired, but also informed in a way that makes them able to move on and shine with their own unique projects. So I'm going to tell you just a little bit about the 4 classes that I'm going to be giving. So like I say, it starts on May 6th, and the first one is, I'm just going to check my details here. Oh, all in the details is May 6th. So how to add polish and finesse to your projects, looking at neckline details and other trims and so on and so forth. And then on May 20th, we're going to do the Knitter's Muse. So this is really about looking for inspiration in the everyday, what captures our imagination and how we might interpret that in, be it a color palette or a stitch pattern or something of that ilk. So this one's going to be good for all levels. So even if you're a relatively new knitter, you'll still get something out of this. And then moving on, number 3 will be on June 3rd, Tints, Tones and Knitting 2 Colors Together. So guess what? It's all about color. So we'll look at the principles of color and then how we will apply that to our knit projects. There's some really good information in that one. The 4th one, my favorite topic, creating cable patterns and Celtic knot cables. So we'll start by looking at basic building blocks. There are really only 4 basic cables in the world, and then how we can use those to build more elaborate looking patterns. And then the second part of the class will be about looking at Celtic knot patterns, which have their own sort of specific things that happen with those. So I invite you to join me as part of the Fiber Fridays with one of those 4 classes. But if you sign up for all 4, I believe that Longmont are giving our friends a nice discount there. So check that out on their website, and please join me on Fiber Fridays.